Hey, I thought I would do a quick plant haul. I haven't really gotten plants for a while. I think early September, I got some succulents and then that's it. I haven't really picked up anything since then. And then this week I've gotten like 2 boxes. So this box is from We Pot Plants. It's got a bunch of anthuriums in it. So I thought we could open that up together. And I also did a trade with Her Plant Therapy on Instagram and got some really cool terrarium-y plants from her. So I might as well show you those too. That just came in like the day before. So I'm pretty excited for these new goodies. Obviously with the winter, I kind of like slow down buying plants because, you know, shipping them, even though I've had success shipping in the winter, it's generally like more expensive. So if I can avoid it, I usually do. But yeah, let's open this up. The weather has been really warm this week, so we've taken advantage of that. Okay. Okay. Let's see what is in here. Honestly, I kind of have no business buying more anthuriums because I'm kind of struggling with all of the ones in my cabinet right now anyways. I feel like the small ones are easy enough, but then once they get a certain size, it gets tricky. Okay, this one. This is DP. What does DP mean? Anyways, it's a dark Panama. I'm assuming it's dark Panama, unless Drac Panama is a typo. Anyways, there you go. There is that one. You can see I kind of have a certain style that I like with the kind of like dark and not so prominently veiny anthuriums. And a lot of these, when you get them young, they look very different than when they're bigger. So I got a few that are like kind of similar in my opinion. It'll be interesting to see like how they look as they grow out. See that guy? Yeah, he's very nice. Nice, okay. See what's in this one. These anthuriums were all really good prices. Heather, her plants are always reasonably priced compared to some of the like name brand anthuriums, and I appreciate that since I usually just buy them based on like what they look like versus what the actual name is. So she has a lot that are like on clearance right now, some that are as is, because they're getting some yellowing leaves and stuff. Ooh, this is nice. Ooh, this is actually bigger than I thought it was gonna be. Like the leaves are bigger. Oh yeah, and it's like held up super well in shipping. That's awesome. This is a begonia. It was listed on her website as just species, so it didn't have an ID, but I feel like I was looking through some begonias the other day, and this looks similar to one that I was looking at. I forget if it's called like elephantosis or something, but I think I can at least get like a potential ID on this one. So that's really, really cool. I'm hoping that one will go in my terrarium. Obviously, I'm big on terrarium plants right now. Oh yeah, I'm loving that. Nice. Yeah, and that's bigger than I was expecting, so that's awesome. Okay. Oh, okay. Let's do this one. Obviously, we're kind of doing a bigger one next. I suspect that this one is for my mom. We did kind of like a joint order together. We usually do that to like save on shipping. Sometimes her taste is like a little different than mine. Ooh, and then we generally split them if they end up being nice. Ooh, this one's actually, I think looks better than it did on the photos, to be honest. Nice. Ooh, okay. All right. I like it. Okay, I don't know which leaf to show you, but this is Anthurium veitchii crossed with forgetii, which is a super interesting hybrid in my opinion. And you can really clearly see the traits from both, which is awesome. You're getting those like veitchii ridges and the closed sinus from the forgetii. So yeah, this was one of my mom's choices, but I think she made a good selection, and that new like emergent leaf has a nice like chocolatey color to it. which is really, really cool. Interestingly, so my mom imported, she has a couple regular veitchii and then she has like a veitchii nero. And the veitchii nero always comes in with much darker, like chocolatey leaves than the regular ones. So the emergents are like sometimes the most interesting part of anthuriums. Ooh, which one is this one? Ooh, that new leaf is nice. Very nice. Okay, let's see. Ooh, look at the roots on that guy. That one is like doing really good. I love it. Okay, this is papilliminum crossed with red dark phoenix. Ooh, yeah. I'm really liking that one. I'm really liking it. Hopefully you can see this okay. It's got a nice new emergent leaf, which doesn't seem like it's taken any damage in shipping, so we like that. I love the like pillowy texture of the dark phoenix. And I feel like since it's already like those traits are kind of already coming through in these small leaves, I think as it matures, it'll keep those traits and kind of like keep looking like a dark phoenix. I feel like dark phoenix is just a papilliminum like variation because there's lots of them. I'm not exactly sure. That's really nice. And this was a lot cheaper than I think if you were to buy like a, you know, an official dark phoenix. I'm not sure exactly who the first person was to like produce them or anything. Show you that new leaf. But I think Heather gets most of her anthuriums from Indonesia, which are sometimes like, I guess the lineage isn't as well documented, but they end up being like a lot cheaper and you get some really, really nice plants out of it. So definitely recommend. This one might be my favorite out of the bunch just because of like how dark it is. I also realized as I was like going through my order, there was one more anthurium. There was one more I was like looking at, and it was actually like the first one I saw that like prompted me to make an order. But then I realized later, so I ended up like creating my cart multiple times because I was trying to like plan out what I was doing. And I ended up not putting the original one in that I saw, which is like very annoying. Ooh, this is one my mom got as well. This is Luxurians, a Bessier Af Luxurians cross. That has a really, really nice emergent leaf. Bessier has really beautiful veining and the new leaves come out really beautiful. On mine, they come out and they're very oily and like purple blue color. This one is more red, so I'm thinking it's taking that more from the Luxurians, and you can kind of see the texture coming through from the Luxurians, but the leaf shape is definitely like, it reminds me of a Bessier. So that is actually like a really, really nice one. She got two, so those were her two, and I think those were both good choices. Okay, what is left? I think this one must be the bison cross. Yeah, that is what it is. Okay, nice. Ooh, okay, this one is nice. Honestly, I was kind of like debating and going back and forth on this one. It was like a little bit more expensive than the other ones too. It still wasn't like expensive, just a bit more. But it has a really, really nice dark foliage. Look at the new leaf coming in. You can see how like oily and dark that is. That's what I really like. I think the new leaf is what convinced me. Actually, it feels pretty hard, so that might actually be hardened off too, even though it's smaller. This one is more like plasticky feeling, not as velvety feeling as some of the other ones, which can mean it's also easier to care for. So this one is apparently Bison and X1 hybrid. Again, I don't really, necessarily care about the hybrid, but it's, okay, yeah, that'll be a cool one to grow out. I guess let's compare, if you compare the darkness of the leaves, like this one is dark, but I think the Bison is darker. And then if we compare this one isn't really fair because this leaf is like not hardened off, but this is like another dark Panama hybrid. So I guess these are both, oh, this must be dark Phoenix crossed with dark Panama. If you compare these two, this one's definitely darker, but also it's kind of comparing apples to oranges because this leaf isn't like not fully hardened off. And obviously it's not a mature plant. Man, all those guys have really good roots. Look at that guy, like look at the chunky roots on him. Definitely recommend. Her anthuriums always have done really well for me. Awesome. That'll be exciting to grow those guys out. Okay. Ooh, it looks like I think Heather included a little extra for me. Let me see what it is. Ooh, is it a begonia? Ooh, it is a begonia, and it's a nice one. Ooh, I don't know what it is, but I like it. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, I have no idea what it is, but I like this style of begonia. And I don't know if the leaves are small because it's just a small plant, or if the leaves get a lot bigger than this. But I would actually kind of like it if it stayed small, because then I could put it in a terrarium. I love it. Thank you, Heather. I love it. Cool. All right, let me try and like clean these, make myself a little bit of room. I always save my packing materials like this and end up reusing them. So if you ever do trade with me or buy plants from me, it'll probably look different every time because I always reuse whatever I get. All right, good enough. Okay, so now the plants I got from her plant therapy. These are some really cool plants, and I know she has a couple more cuttings rooting for me as well, and I'm super excited because she has really cool stuff, and I think our tastes are similar when it comes to like terrarium plants and viney plants and that kind of a thing. So yeah, very, very excited. I'll start with, this was a cutting I requested from her. This is actually a Hoya. So this is Hoya Rinsei Borneo. So I used to have one of these. I might have actually gone through 2 different plants, and they're very difficult. I'm just gonna be honest. So I haven't had one for a while, but she was kind enough to give me a cutting from hers to regrow. And I just love these because the foliage just has a really unique color and sheen to it. It's very velvety, which is like kind of unusual for Hoyas. I haven't seen many that are like equivalent to this one. So yeah, I kind of wanted that back in my collection. Just very quickly, she also gave me a cutting of Walliniana variegated. Now, I have or had a very beautiful Walliniana variegated, but unfortunately it got root mealybugs and it like severely declined. So I don't know if it's gonna make it, but she was kind enough to give me a cutting. So now I'm trying to grow like a backup plant in case mine doesn't make it, because it's one of my favorites and I don't want it not to make it. Next, this is from a variegated oxalis. I forget what the species name is. I don't see like a ton of variegation on this one, but like with rhizomatous plants like this, sometimes that happens, and it kind of just depends how it grows. So this will be kind of fun to grow. Like oxalis are always fun. She looks very cute. I like her. This next one is, I always forget the name of this one, Solanium ulanatum, something like that. Starts, the genus starts with an S and the species starts with a U. So that's all you need to know. This is a really, really awesome terrarium plant, but also you can grow it outside of terrarium conditions and it still does just fine. If you like black plants, this one is like a must-have. It's really, really cool. Yeah, it's a cute little cutting. Her mother plant of that, actually, I think she has multiple. Like, it's so beautiful the way she has it growing. Okay, the last 3, I'm trying to save the best for last, so I'm deciding like which one is actually my favorite. This one, some of hers look like this is still a baby, so it's like not at its like full potential yet, but this is Sonorilia repens, but it's a variegated version. So I think I have the regular version in my terrarium already, but the variegated version is actually super cute. I really, really think that is very cool and unique. And these guys are pretty easy to grow, so I can imagine the variegated version would be like that much more difficult. So yeah, that is a very, very cute one. Okay, this next one is really cool. They're still in like the original cup. This is a Dioscorea species black. So this is different from the Dioscorea discolor. We both really, really like Dioscorea. And you can kind of see the new growth is like coming in like an iridescent pink. I've kind of seen like some Piper species do something similar. That is just like very, very pretty and unique. That actually might be the most recent leaf right there. Hopefully it's focusing okay. And I'm sure it depends a little bit on like how much light you give them, but yeah, that foliage is really, really pretty. And it's like iridescent a bit, which I wasn't expecting. But I love Dioscorea, so that one is really, really nice. Okay, this next one is probably my favorite, and they're a bit like dirty from chipping, so I apologize. She had some larger plants, like her mother plants, look really, really pretty. So this is apparently Ficus Thai, so it's a Ficus species. Don't know exactly what the species is, but obviously it has really, really beautiful variegation. It's very like blocky and almost like pixelated looking, kind of like how a Pictum tricolor looks. I've seen some others with the same label that pattern of variegation is even more obvious. So I'm really excited to like grow this one out and see. It might not look like much now, but I'm pretty confident it's only gonna get better and better. And it's like pretty well rooted too. And I see some new growth coming. I'm not exactly sure where I'm gonna put it. I feel like this one might get a little bit too big for the actual terrarium, but I don't know, we'll see. It's cute. Hopefully, I'll have to ask her if this one really needs like high humidity or if it would be okay on a shelf once it gets a bit more established. Yeah, that's it. That was just a quick haul of some goodies that I have picked up this week. Actually, I really, really love this begonia. This one might actually be my favorite out of the stuff from We Pot Plants. And I might have to go back and buy that one that I was thinking about and then somehow left out of my cart. I think it was like a Velvet Moria hybrid that was really cool looking. Yeah, let me know which one was your favorite out of this whole bunch. Maybe you didn't like any of them. That's okay. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later.